Jared Fogle, the former face of Subway restaurants, has agreed to plead guilty to multiple charges related to child pornography. He will serve at least 5 years in jail as part of this deal. The charges against Fogle coming after the director of his charitable foundation was arrested in April. Sky Daly is a lawyer specializing in child sexual abuse cases. He joins us now from Irvine, California. Mr. Daly, nice of you to join us.
Hi, Dan. Thank you so much for having me.
Let me ask you first about the fact that this is a celebrity case, because an awful lot of people suspect that celebrities get special or at least favorable treatment. How does Fogle's sentence compare to what you would normally expect in a case like this?
Well, it's kind of difficult to say because it's tough to tell at this point what Jared's going to be giving the prosecution. I have to assume that he's going to be giving them something pretty interesting against his co-conspirator. But the truth is that he's up for 50 years for these crimes. And it looks like he's not going to serve more than 12, which is, I mean, if you ask me, I think that's pretty low. And the truth is that the judge has the final say, but it's pretty likely the judge is going to accept whatever the plea agreement ultimately ends up being, which will be more than 5, but less than 12.
So now when you say co-conspirator, I think you're referring to Russell Taylor.
I am.
The prosecutor's case against Taylor is good, bad, or indifferent, and the charges are less serious, more serious.
Well, I mean, he was producing child pornography, and these were 8th graders. Some of these kids were very, very young, and he was doing it secretly, and then he was distributing it. Now, I don't know that Taylor was actually meeting up and sexually abusing children, and Fogle was. There's allegations that Fogle molested at least 2 girls, and that's a problem. So I would say that in some ways it's worse, in some ways it's not as bad.
Now, Fogle apparently is going to pay $1.4 million in restitution to 14 victims. That's $100,000 per victim. What does that sound like to you?
I think it sounds incredibly low. You know, the truth is that this is a man who could be worth about $15 million from what I understand, but I don't know that for sure. And let's assume that that's true. This represents less than 10% of his net worth. And I want to make something really clear. Just because he's going to be paying this restitution, that doesn't foreclose on the possibility of a civil action. All of these kids could sue Fogle. And he could be looking at 7-figure settlements or verdicts, especially for the kids that he raped.
Sky Daly, nice of you to join us, sir. We appreciate you taking the time. Thank you for this.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, sir.